Good night, you guys.
Peace.
Wow.
Artistry collected card. I think
CNP 2024. CNP 2024. CNP
Everyday
2024.
collector.
CNP 2024.
Everyday collector.
CNP 2024.
Everyday collector 2024.
King Cash, baby, King Cash.
Collect for life. 1/3 only.
Some society.
CNP 2024.
You guys are psychos.
Slim Boss. Even though he plays
Yeah.
No, thank you for watching.
Jar Jar Binks sucks.
Lisa.
What the hell was that, John?
Is that what I sound like? Is that what I actually sound like? My God.
I know, right? I hate to see it.
What's going on?
John, happy Memorial Day. I know you guys don't celebrate over there, but we had the day off, and I swear, like it always happens. Like I do know of holidays, but I never reschedule a day off the following day or the day before to extend that holiday leave. But I got a cold or something last night, I think, but it sucks.
Are you feeling
It's
better?
like, yeah. I went to go get some pho. Would you say it looked like kitchen? Would you say on that post?
I'm so sorry. Sometimes I gotta hold back. But you know when you finish washing the dishes and then it kind of clogs up in the sink? All the
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah,
looked like. I'm sorry.
yeah, man. It was good though. It was good.
Yeah. I never had it though, but it looks healthy.
It's not. It's a
not?
lot. It's not. It's
Oh,
it's a
wow.
lot of grease. It's a lot of noodles. So I'm talking about pho. In case they call it pho, but like in America we call it.
Full.
Yeah, you never had it,
No.
man. You gotta have it. Well, let's see. You're in Toronto. Yeah, you guys have a ton of pho there.
Oh yeah,
when I
there's
stopped
tons,
by there.
tons of international foods here, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, definitely try it. I'll try to come by and like definitely have you. It's all sodium, like literally all sodium.
can
Like you
imagine.
freaking. I'm gonna go for a run after this just to get sweated out, but freaking like yeah, I'm gonna sweat like crazy. It's a
telling
different
you.
smell too.
A little bit of wine. You boil a little bit of wine with cinnamon and drink that and lay in bed. Phew, you'll sweat everything out.
Really?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, you have to remind me. I have like freaking wine right now. so-
Yeah.
But yeah, I got sick, so you'll hear me stuffy or sneezing. I'll put myself on mute, of course. But yeah, weekend was good. It's a 3-day weekend, but it was good, man. I got my Swamp Thing Saturday. You were there for the unboxing. And
Oh yeah. Beautiful.
yeah, move that guy around. Look how big he is, like
Jeez.
stupid big. And moving him around is where I wished I was like, man, I wish John, one of the guys, was living by. I was like, hey, like come over and help me move this thing. I was thinking about that today, moving him. I was like, fuck, man, like it'd be awesome to have somebody live close by.
I can't believe how much it dwarfs the DK3, and DK3 is already such a massive piece.
Yeah, man, like yeah, I put the sword on. Freaking, I might take the sword off because it's so big. It's sticking out of the freaking Vesta. But
Looks
yeah.
good though.
How about you, man? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. What happened this weekend? Oh, finished the nursery finally.
Oh yeah.
Finished painting the nursery, so everything's done there. Hot, man. It's been getting really hot here. So tons of water outside, and just kind of relax, sit back and relax, catch up on sleep, because Friday we were running on like 2 hours of sleep into
Yeah, what
Saturday.
6:30, right? Or no, 7:00. Oh, you were. Yeah, you left at 5:30.
I stayed
right?
till 4 or 5, and I had to wake up at 7. So it wasn't fun, but I caught up finally, and yeah, everything's good. You guys had a good weekend. I thought I was gonna have to come in and sing the American national anthem. Thank God that
Yeah,
wasn't part of it.
None of that stuff here. Duck Rogers says, "Just wait till you unbox Freeze, John. It's ridiculously huge."
Last one tonight's gonna be. After this is gonna be. I'm gonna try to do the Ivy, and Freeze will be the last one. And I'll be honest, I wanted to keep those two and kind of do
Private?
them myself, but people have been saying no, do it. And I'm like, okay, if something breaks, it's your fault.
Steve, where's the bird? So the bird is right behind Swamp Thing. You probably won't see him too well. Like the little speck right there on that branch.
Wow,
On the
I
top.
don't see anything. Yeah, right there, I see it there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he's up there. I'll put more lighting over there, but it's. Yeah, I'm still trying to catch up with that beast. So you have an unboxing tonight. It's gonna be Poison Ivy.
We're gonna do the hush poison. I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
Oh, man, good luck. But Phoenix did it. Phoenix did it on your channel.
Yeah,
Like,
but Phoenix is like
yeah, he's a veteran.
he doesn't
so-
worry. He just pop pop pop.
I gotta find that video where he's doing I think it was Superman. he's stepping on the ladder, but he has like no shoes on, so he puts another foot on top of his pedestal. And I'm like, wow, this guy is.
It's too much.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So Sean is taking care of something. Cece is feeling under the weather too. But yeah, I hope Sean enjoys his day off, and also Cece gets better. Oh, look, Jenna made it to the chat.
No worries.
But yeah, so today's topic. Actually, big shout out to this guy. Hopefully he's watching. I sent him an invite too. Yeah, happy birthday, Cash. Freaking Cash 10 all day, man. Like he got married. He got a new setup downstairs, and he's living the good life, right?
Big things. Oh yeah, big things coming.
Yeah. I think he's going to Hawaii soon. So this guy's living the good life, really good life. Yeah, but happy birthday, Cash. I hope you ate and you're sleeping it off right now, and then wake up in a couple hours to go back at it again. But happy birthday to you, man.
Nice to have the birthday fall on a holiday.
Hell yeah, get the day off. Yeah, but happy birthday to you, man. And so today's topic was going to be, I didn't know how to word it, so I put both questions in one. So lines, complete or not to complete. So when I'm talking about lines, like the Arkham line, people completed, there's like other lines, like the Hush line.
Yeah.
What is your preference on companies releasing the whole line? Like the first day, like, hey collectors, we're going to have the new Hush line for the quarter scale, and we're going to release them in quarter scale, but we're going to release all of these. Or do you want to know year by year, like every 2 years a new one comes out, every 2 years a new one, or they stop it all at once?
See, the thing here is, I think it's a great question. I prefer lines. The problem with lines, what's going on, man? The problem with lines is the guarantee from the company. They can come out. We'll use Prime 1 as an example with the Hush line. We got teased the Catwoman. They did the Hush line. Who was it? Nightwing, Huntress, 2 Batmans, and the Superman. But where's the rest of them?
Yeah.
So I would like, if a company is going to do a line, to fully commit right off the bat. Mm-hmm. I don't want to wait year by year, because then once you start becoming fully invested into the line, for me personally, you want to complete it. And it's going to depend on the line too, right? There's some characters that you want to put together, some from this line as a representation, some from that. I think a great example of that now is Tweeterhead and Sideshow on the quarter scale front. How you can mix match them.
Yeah, Tweeterhead's doing a cool job, especially since they joined up with Sideshow.
Yeah.
But a big example I had for this one, and I was looking at the other day, was Street Fighter from PCS. So I think they're doing pretty smart, but they haven't guaranteed us that they're going to complete the line.
That's the problem.
But they're doing it 2 at a time. So they're doing a main character with a secondary character. I kind of like that idea, because you're still getting the main characters, but you're also getting the secondary characters. And it's more incentive for people to like collect it, since like you're pairing those up. Of course, some people don't like all the characters, right? Or they don't want all the characters. But if you're doing a line, like that line for Street Fighter would be awesome to know that, hey man, if PCS is going to do this, they're going to do the whole line, so I'm going to start from the very get-go,
For sure. Because you want to be left like Queen Studios with a half scale, right? Where they did the cap. Yeah, right? And it's like, okay, well, sorry, but we're moving on for that. We're putting a pin in it here and moving on from it for now.
Yeah, it's scary, because they said like we're pausing it, but they're also saying like we might jump down to 1/3 for those guys, and I was like, I wouldn't want to hear that.
It's at the end of the day, money and business is gonna trump everything. They can tell you that they're gonna do the line, and stuff happens in life, and and the business, to keep the doors open, they're gonna have to pivot. So how do we work around it? Do we do it as a like Hasbro, is it Hasbro Pulse? Hasbro Pulse, or something like that, Hasbro Plus, where they do fundraisers to fund the project. Hasbro Pulse.
Pulse. Yeah.
Like the Razor Crest, the Razor Crest they had. They go ahead, hey, here's our plan, here's our goal, we need this amount of people to back up the project. Boom. You get the money invested, and
I think that's a good idea. It's just one of those things, like, why haven't they tried it yet? like it's been so many years, and why? Like I know they do make to order or made to order, but the Hasbro thing you're talking about is more funding, like you know the project ahead of time. But like, why do you think statue companies haven't started that up?
I don't know. I think the made to order concept is almost like that, but I just think it still leaves risk on the table for the company, as opposed to like the Hasbro Pulse. How it works is they take money from day one. They take the funds from the account that deposit from day one, so that's secured at least.
Carl says it depends if the licensor allows such arrangements. Yeah, I could see that.
That could be a reason why you don't see it.
But sorry, I like what were we about to say?
Oh, Jerry said it. HasLab. That's it.
Yeah.
Jerry's right. HasLab. Yeah. So I don't know why companies haven't tried. Maybe Carl's right. It's a licensing thing, but it seems to be that even low edition sizes are not course correcting the damage that's been done.
What do you mean by that? Like with the poison ivy? Like
I mean with poison ivy, we're talking. I'm referring to 1/3, but I think you can look into other scales as well. But the first couple of pieces that come to mind are like the Penguin 3rd scale by Prime One, the Talon, still low, really low ES is still available. On the opposite side, you see like Green Lantern, where the edition size was announced and waitlist right away.
250 and 30, yeah, that went too quick. But that's the thing, man. Like I think we talked about this backstage in one episode, but like people aren't putting where their what's the saying? People aren't putting their money where their mouth is, or what? Putting their because like these characters, Talon and Penguin, people are crying for them, right? They're like, if they come out with it, we're gonna get them. Especially the Batman collectors, right? Like we haven't seen a Talon in forever, but still not sold out. Like there was all these people backing that story, saying like, if we get a Talon, we'll buy them out, but it's still for sale. So I don't understand it. But the anomaly there is like the 1/3 scale, man. The price. I heard one of the guys say like the shipping for that guy was too much, too much 99. So 1/3 is kind of. Brenton's asking, where do you stand on collecting a line with limited knowledge of the source material?
Well, you can source material can always be brushed upon. You don't necessarily need to know the source material to appreciate the art that's in the piece or the art behind the character.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely, like knowing the source material definitely like broadens your knowledge on what you're collecting. But you know, you see a statue, you're admiring it for like. You could admire for like the source material and everything, but you're also admiring for like the sculpt, the paint, everything, you know, and it goes with your line or whatever. But there's a lot of factors into that one.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think you need to know the source material. You could be a movie Batman fan and appreciate the comic renditions artistically that these companies are putting out. Like I know nothing about Swamp Thing, and I think that piece is stunning.
I got the freaking omnibus today, or Absolute today. I was like, I need to read up on this guy, just to get more. Like, I love the statue and everything, but everyone, I've never heard anything bad about the books. So I'm gonna try to catch up with the books.
I think it's amazing to fall in love with the piece before knowing the source material.
Yeah, it goes both ways, I think.
Because it goes both ways. Because then you can always go back, revisit it, and I think that'll even add more to. Add more to it. Like for me, that was Punchline. I didn't really know too much about Punchline, but you look at the piece; she's stunning. When you go back and look at her story, like her origin story, it's really cool how she came to be. Yeah,
I remember you going back and trying to read some of it and trying to like figure out why. Yeah, because like Harley Quinn's the character there too, where like what happened to Harley Quinn and why is she jumping in.
I appreciated her like the beginning of her origin story, like how she was tested by the Joker and how she kind of took the spot. It was really good.
Jose's saying that's why commissions are tough to do. Get tons of people that want in on it when it's first shown off, but then it's time to get in, they back out. So a proof of concept of this one was like when I tried to get everyone together. I mean, it wasn't like well structured, or it was my first time doing it, but I was trying to get people to make a statue together. Do you remember those episodes?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then like we agreed on what's his name. But we agreed on the statue. Then from there, Luke Cage. It dwindled off because it wasn't their character. It wasn't like something they picked, or it wasn't the concept they picked. So a lot of people backed out.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I feel like if it was 30 people watching it, and they were, they didn't get what they wanted, they should still support it. Like just as me, just thinking out loud, they should still support it, and then like put as much as you can towards that statue or that idea, and then on the next one, the next concept, bring up all those ideas and apply it to the one you originally wanted, right?
And you're referring to input, not necessarily money. You're referring to input.
Yeah, input. Yeah.
Of course.
Money, yeah, that's... Yeah. Which episode did you get? Alan Moore is the one I picked up from Amazon, so it should be here like tomorrow, I think. But yeah, so that's... I feel like that was a good test. I want to do a second episode on that, but I need to like structure it a lot better than I did the first time.
Maybe that's why we don't have companies doing that kind of concept, because then everybody will give their 2 cents but not follow through.
Yeah. I knew nothing about Berserk, but I love the line Prime One did.
I agree.
So that's a dark series, but I also do love. That's the thing too. Like I've read the books. I read most of the books. And then, like, when I saw the freaking statues come out, I was like, man, this is so gruesome that the freaking statues are the source material. It's like they're following the source material, so they're doing justice to this thing.
It's like
awesome.
It's like when you go to buy a piece of art for your home. Mm-hmm. When you walk by, you don't necessarily speak to the painter or know the history of the art, but it catches your eye, your imagination, the thought process of what's going on, what's trying to be captured here, starts to take effect.
Yeah.
Same with art prints and stuff, right? You know the character's backstory, sure, or you may not, but it just catches your eye. The most important thing with these pieces or any piece of art is how it affects you and gets your creative thinking going. That's how I look at it, at least.
Yeah, I've learned it the hard way because when I first started collecting, I was doing Bowens, and then when I got into quarter scale, I jumped like everywhere. I was doing DC. I did all the Rogues. I did all the X-Men, and it's getting out of control, right? So then I was like, man, I need to have more focus. But having them all together, to be honest, I was like, this is so badass, man. There's a lot of variables into like what you collect. So it's even collecting 2-3 years now. Like I don't know where this is going to take me. I'm collecting everything that my focus has definitely become more streamlined. Where I'm collecting what I want. I have an idea what I want to. But the freaking room is running out.
It's going to start layering. You're going to start layering the back. You're going to raise the back and layer it towards you until you have about 10 inches to walk through.
Yeah. But look at you too, man. You got a ton of freaking stuff,
Too
but
much.
you're like, I'm sure you were excited, right? When you first got them all, you packed them in that van, packed them in the passenger seat. You drove home like you robbed something. You were like, I need to freaking get home.
Crossing that border. Jeez.
Yeah. But it's what we said in other episodes too, where like the hunt is part of a collecting experience. So
It doesn't end though, because it's like you still get the pieces, but you're still looking. I don't know what you're still looking at this, looking at that, and this can look good here. It just never ends.
It sucks, man. It's an addiction. That kid
fun,
really says, some of my first statues were Berserk statues in 2004. Art of War statues are still great. Yeah, there's stuff out there that I don't even know about. Like being a statue collector, I assume everything, like I know everything or most of everything. But then when people bring out their anime statues or other, IPs, it throws me way off. Where like, God, why didn't I find this first? Like I started collecting Hot Toys from Star Wars or Mandalorian. I got my Bowen shelf going. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Might tear down this wall to make more room. So we'll see.
Who needs walls? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to ask you guys today about lines. Like, do you guys have a preference on how they release them, or Do you guys like how they're doing it now? I feel like in the most case, a lot of people don't like what they're doing right now because there's variants. They're doing variants before they complete the line. They're doing like different whole. One another example really quick is the Wolverine. I'm sorry, the X-Men stuff. They had Sentinel hands on most of their pieces, right? But the new stuff is like forced perspective, like the Psylocke. It's like you can't really mix them up too well because the line isn't like flowing anymore. So that kind of throws me off too with like with lines. So the only line that I do know that is complete, that looks complete, is being the Samurai line, the XM Samurai line, and then also the stuff that you have behind you from the Arkham Asylum. That looks to be complete to me. Is there any other ones?
I think Arkham's solid.
Yeah.
Any other lines? Hush was pretty complete, but they just thought there was a few more they could have added, and they just stopped. But no, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Those are especially the Arkham line. I think they got everybody.
They got everybody in the game, at least, or most of everybody.
Because now even they're doing the Penguin with the game portrait as the bonus. So.
Oh yeah.
So I think they did very well there.
I guess.
Like,
Go
you
ahead.
got the Sideshow premium formats that they're working on, but we're still waiting for Riddler, some other characters as well, Clayface.
I guess another question would be like, do you think the bases should match in a line?
If your goal is to do a line, there should be some sort of theme that matches throughout the line, and typically it's a base.
Yeah,
I think so. Like for me, the tweeter head, the way the Joker on Throne matches the Two-Face, I love that.
like the wood planks and everything.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I like that too. It's definitely like, but
That itch.
We'll see what happens. But I wanted to ask Sean about their lines and Cece about her art prints. Like, is there a sort of a line for them? Like, do art prints? I know the recent one from Star Wars. There's like a whole thing about that. But maybe we'll ask him next week. But yeah, man, that's all I had. We're 30 minutes in almost, or 20 minutes in. Do you have anything for tonight you want to bring up, or we could end it right now?
End it right now.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. What else was there that happened?
So there was that Wonder Woman from XM. I know Jen Mint made a video. I know people were talking about it in other streams. Do you want to talk about that really quick?
We can, yeah. I didn't see Jen Mint's video yet, but I was on Art's.
It's your boy Jen Mint.
It's your boy Jen Mint, that's right. Art did a video too, but I don't think he's posted it yet, but when he did a double unboxing and he put it in the background. Her, from what I saw, portrait, the thing that's really sucks there is that portrait. Other than that, like the paint app looks pretty good.
Everything on it looks good, except for
that portrait. But why? You would think that would be the best part. Can you imagine the Prime One, Wonder Woman versus Hydra? That portrait, right? The way that nice portrait they did on this Wonder Woman. Holy mac!
Yeah. So here she is. Like a lot of people's complaint was also the base. Like it's not matching the trio. I mean, it does match the trio, but like where the hell is that coming from? Is that like freaking Apocalypse? What is this? What's going on here? But yeah, man, I think her like you said, her outfit looks great. Everything, her shield looks badass. Her spear looks badass.
Yeah.
But someone said it the other day. Like it looks like a generation before statue. Like it looks like it's 4 years ago statue.
An older generation.
Yeah.
I don't know about that with the paint app, because I think the paint app really pops. It's the portrait for sure. It's even the texturing. Look at the texturing on her.
That looks. That's XM quality right there.
Wrinkles.
See right there, I'd be like, "Ooh, I want to see the rest."
Precisely.
But then
Even
you go to the rest.
Look at the shading on the stars on the shield. Look.
Yeah,
You know what
it
I'm
looks
saying?
weathered.
Yeah.
Like it's, yeah.
And then you see the portraits, like, what happened?
I don't mean this by any type of like there's not what I'm gonna say. I feel like people are gonna think but it looks like a tweeter head portrait, you know, like a 6 scale statue. I don't mean that in any like they do have they do knock it out, but like this doesn't look like a.
It doesn't look like XM quality, that's for sure.
No.
The portrait doesn't match the body. That's
Exactly.
the details in the body. So
Do you think it's too late for them to change it?
nothing. It's never too late. They can easily delay it and make the changes they need. I think it would be smarter to take a hit with delaying it than put it out and nobody order it. Because this has potential.
Yeah. Brenton's saying, why is Wonder Woman's right arm always raised in statues? Spear should be upside down if at all possible. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. It's like a good spin that's gonna go.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I like the shield and spear, but I don't like this pose with it. It reminds me of like the first thing when I saw this shot like this, bullfighting. It's the first thing that I thought of.
I could see that.
Because it's just like she's leaning. I don't know, like how the body's supposed to be positioned, but in my mind, the way I look at that photo is like she's in a defensive position, but she's leaning away, trying to use the spear. Maybe I'm just crazy.
No, man. Like
her body weight is the opposite of the spear, which is if she's going to attack something with the spear, shouldn't the body weight be going into the item that she's attacking?
Well, I feel like she's gonna spin it to hit them. Not she's gonna like thrust it. She's gonna give a good spin to it. That's what I get right here.
Oh, like wrap it around?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see that.
Because I use spears all the time. But I think what's hurting them here is they try to make everything seamless. Like they don't want to. It looks like it's, I don't know, like her neck. I don't see a seam line there, so they're
Behind the ear, maybe.
the only thing that could save them here. I feel is that they come out with a different torso.
Oh no, I think this is all one piece actually.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
think
it.
she is all one piece. Yeah.
But I think like they try to save themselves from using like either a necklace or something, so they made it all one piece. But if they
but they could have easily put the seam behind and under the chin because the hair would be hiding it as well.
yeah,
right?
that too. Yep,
So-
yep. And her chin is like definitely pointed down too. But I think they held themselves back with like worrying too much about that seam line. So they just, if another freaking torso comes out, maybe it helps. I think.
Regardless, this is an example of a line that really isn't strong. Like in my opinion, that Batman wasn't well done either. So
Yeah, we'll take a look at it really quick in a second. But like, yeah, this is the first time I've seen a lot of pictures on it. Like everyone showed the picture of her portrait. I was like, how does everything else look like? But everyone's focused on her freaking portrait, so I didn't get to see too much. The portrait's definitely like, it looked like it's still loading or rendering. I'm sorry, but everything else, like you said, is awesome. The texture on her suit, the weathering on her shield, the paint app. It looks better than other statues regarding like tone. It's brighter. It's not as dark as it usually is. But the base doesn't make sense either too. So
it's weird.
But you said XM Studios
Quarter scale Batman.
Oh, this guy right here?
That's the one. Yeah.
I'm not too sure about this. Oh, GFX.
I think I can see it. There you go.
This guy?
That's the one.
Which one? Well, I haven't seen this one to be honest either, so this will be cool.
Yeah. And there's a Superman as well.
No, I haven't seen this one. Oh, that base is, I don't want to say dumb, but it's like, whoa, what's going on?
But they all kind of, the bases,
Match up.
they match up. Yeah.
So yeah, this is a perfect example of like we were talking about earlier about lines and their bases matching up.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that they do match up, but also it's like the base should make a good overall. Like all three of these should like look good with the bases included. But this is there a picture of all three of them next to each
There
other?
is somewhere. There
There's-
should be. Yeah.
I'll
I
find
want
it.
to. I want to say with the Wonder Woman, with the Wonder Woman release, there was a picture of all three of them together.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
What do you think is better? Alternative base for each member of the Trinity? Hey Brenton, if you want to join in, let me know. We got some time. I think this looks pretty good. It's just not the Batman I would have done for this. These are supposed to be classic ones,
Yeah.
right? Okay, maybe.
The bases all fit together, and I appreciate that they went with a sculpted cape. But no, this is.
Slifer says, "Sup guys, working. Just wanted to stop in and drop a like. I'll catch the replay. Awesome, man."
What's going on, buddy?
Slifer, yeah, thanks, man. This looks pretty cool, man. All right, I'm gonna check out Superman real quick. I think I've seen Superman though, but this must have been a while back. Superman. Oh yeah, I saw this one. Freaking Art did a review on this thing.
Anthony just sent it. Thanks, buddy. Let me send. I'm gonna send it to you. The picture of all three together.
Okay. This was a letdown because this was gonna either have me keep my quarter scale line for the Justice League or get rid of it because I wanted a better Superman than the one Sideshow had.
Yeah.
And when I saw this one, I was like, this is not doing it for me.
People actually, out of the three, say this is the best one. from
That's a
what I've
crazy,
heard. Yeah,
crazy cape, man.
because there's the capes are nice, but
Oh yeah, so I forget what those
parody.
what are parademons? Yeah, so the parademons, there should have been like a parademon, like something on the other bases that showed a parademon on it. At least I don't know. They're fighting Doom's, no, what's his name? Darkseid, right?
I don't know. Is it supposed to be Darkseid?
Yeah, supposedly they're fighting on Apocalypse and Darkseid's supposed to be
Oh wow.
the next one.
See,
Last
and
I
that's
heard.
and that's the thing, and that's why they're doing these interconnecting bases, so that you can complete the line. You can still have them individually, but the person who wants the line is going to get them. Everything will match up, and then they'll have the dark side there as well.
Okay. Darkseid's probably gonna look badass. Gotham for Batman, Metropolis for Superman. Would you prefer that? Okay.
It wouldn't work.
Not for
wouldn't-
this line.
Yeah, it wouldn't work
Yeah.
for this theme that they're doing.
Yeah, so the bases are supposed to be supposedly an Apocalypse, last I heard. Or last I was reading too. Let me get that picture up really quick. You
I sent the messenger.
okay. Yeah, so it's a good timing with the freaking lines and
Appreciate that, Anthony.
yeah, like what's
Yeah,
that?
that was a good coincidence, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this doesn't look good. Sorry. But people who are collecting it, they probably see something else, you know? Like, I'm not seeing it. Maybe somebody else is seeing something like I'm not seeing. So I feel like we got to, at least I have to say it. If you like it, get it. I'm not seeing it. Maybe you could explain it to me,
Yeah.
like what you're seeing, but I'm not seeing.
I like to see them all together properly displayed because I can't. I'm the same way. I can't picture it here either.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The Batman, yeah, it's definitely lacking. And the Superman looks cool. I think that cape is huge. Really huge. The Wonder Woman, I think she needs a different torso. I don't think you could just change that portrait to save the whole thing.
And the way she's leaning towards Superman, I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know, man. I'm just not. I'm not feeling this at all.
I want to say this too. Like, this is the Trinity, you know? This is like DC's top 3 or most well known. I don't know if it's top 3, but this is who, like, this is your head, your front line. You want to put up first, like these are going to be the badass ones. After this, we're going to create more. XM Studios, I feel like, dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah. See, looking at Wonder Woman, she pops, right? Like her colors and her
Yeah.
paint app really pops.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it as a. I don't know. When the eyes hit it, it just doesn't feel married together. Like it's. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. But
Well, we'll see. I want to see it in like the gallery setup. I don't want to prematurely give an opinion to that. That's going to say, "Yo, I'm out completely," and I want to see it set up in the gallery. See how if they kind of elevate them or how they can be played with to work on different angles and so forth. And if we are going to see Dark Side, in fact, if we're going to actually get a Dark Side, or if they're just doing the heroes.
Okay, here's a good question for you. Like, out of all three of these, if you were to pick one, like either to collect by itself or to add to this whole line, yeah, which one would you pick up? I mean, you don't have to. You could say none of them, but then also, if you were to pick up one,
well, I wouldn't pick up any, but if I was forced to, like, let's say this was the only line, this was the only representation of the characters that you'd get. I don't know, man. That's tough. I kind of want to lean towards Superman, just because of how dynamic he is. With the other version, where he has the swap outs, and he's like ripping through.
yeah,
I think that looks cool, and you're getting a lot there, a lot of representation there. Like for me, Batman's holding the Batarang the wrong way. Even.
Yeah, I think somebody caught that. Like, come on, how do you miss that?
Like, I just don't know. So, preferably, as of right now, as it stands, as to what I've seen, I wouldn't go for any of them. That could change, of course.
Yeah. Me, I feel like if I were forced to pick, I wouldn't pick any of these, if I had to pay for it too. And the freaking price on these are like insane.
No, they're healthy.
But if I were to pick one, I think I'd go for the Superman. I'd keep the cape and put him on another character. And no kidding.
Wow.
No. But yeah, we didn't even talk about the price, but that's besides the point of anything. Like overall, like
the price doesn't help the matter. So
yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, but that's unfortunate, man. I'm sure we'll talk about it tomorrow and we'll get more perspectives on it. But I don't know. I must be not seeing something for all three to be already on pre-order.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anthony Kennedy says, I don't know what poses to do, but I'm tired of the Captain Morgan look with the one leg up. I read this, or I saw this on a what's it called, stream one day. There's only an availability of 26 poses, for all statues. You can only do so much, but there's 26. I think that was the number, 26 or 23.
I didn't hear that.
You didn't? I forget where I heard that. Yeah.
26?
So I was like, the Captain Morgan does get used a lot. Yeah, and the one with like Hulk looking up.
Yeah.
That one gets used
That's
a lot.
on licensing, like for licensing approval sort of thing?
Or
is that just in general?
I think in general.
Okay, because it's interesting.
Yeah, 26 poses for that thing. Cool. Dark Rashid says, by the way, bitch ass flankster learns how to bench right. The weight goes up all the way down.
Wow.
I don't watch the videos, Rashid, so I'm sorry.
We don't say that name here.
But man, so there's that line. There's the Street Fighter line. There's oh, you know what's a cool? I don't know if you've seen this picture, but have you seen the Prime 1 Hush line? Like the backdrop for it, they had a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw that. Where they were the Catwoman was teased. They had a different even concept design for Superman Hush, where the vines were gonna actually be painted onto the neck as opposed to that separate swap out. So they made some tweak outs there.
I would love that if they gave us that. Like if they gave us the primary character all like, I'm trying to find the picture, but if they gave us a whole line like that, the first one we have is Superman, and then like everyone else you see in the background, but they're all in black or shadowed out. I would love that to be. Oh, here it is. I'll show you really quick. This would be so badass if they did this for a new line. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's how lines should be. But its perfect example is, where's the Catwoman?
There it is. Better quality. Yeah, Catwoman. What's this character's called?
Nightwing.
Nightwing. He's a whole different pose, of course, but he's there.
Yeah, they changed it.
Huntress. This looks badass to me.
The Hush Batcave's not even there.
Yeah.
So that
But
goes to show you that probably wasn't even in the plans.
Yeah. But it's still cool, right? Like you get 3 other characters that are, coming soon, and Batman probably sold so well, or people were trying to
Yeah.
yeah. But this is the direction I would do if I were to
For sure,
announce
sure.
lines. Even just announce Superman, just painted Superman and everyone else all blacked out and everything.
Queen Studios kind of did this with their Iron Man.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah,
With the Iron Man concept.
yeah, I kind of like that. They did that with our Batman 1/9 line too. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, with the Batfleck. Yeah. I tried not to remember that, but yeah. Anthony says, "How do you have a Hush line and no Hush character?"
Yeah, no one has a Hush yet so far. So
Oh, Anthony.
he's telling the truth, man.
100%. He's right. That's why I'm laughing, because he's 100% right.
But see, this is
I'd like
badass.
to see. I would love to see. I know I'm freaking crazy, but I would love to see the them do the comic cover of Hush as maybe like a side project. I don't know, but the whole like half Hush, half Batman, from head to toe.
Let's see, cover.
I don't remember what book it was. It's Hush, but it was a.
Oh, this one.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
that'd
no.
be pretty.
Not this. This is the lineup, like Robin, Riddler, but the that one on the go down one. Yeah, there you go. That. I think that's off the DVD cover, the Blu-ray cover. Oh, give me a statue like that.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They could even do this in quarter scale, man. But I know you want it in third. But yeah, this. Would
I
be
wouldn't
cool.
mind. I'd take quarter either. I'm fine with quarter too. But
Yeah,
that'd be
pretty
cool. Yeah.
I actually like this too, though. This would be awesome.
That's beautiful.
Because you got the Batman. No, I'm sorry, the Superman Hush right there, Huntress, all the other kids. Oh, Robin would be cool. Yeah.
Gordon, Nightwing.
Look, Hush is right there, man. Just do Hush like that, and I think everybody
Oh
would be
shit! I
happy.
didn't even see him there. Damn, he is there.
Yeah. I know someone that has the canvas for this thing. It looks really cool in the room. Like,
Yeah.
really badass. But yeah, the Queen Studios. This was cool. Like I really, really like this. This was probably should have brought this up over the Hush one, but this is like exactly what I would like to see.
Yep. How dare you, Edwin?
What'd he say?
He says the toilet paper wrapped Batman. How dare you?
If Funko could do the half Batman, half Hush, some company would be able to crush it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what's up with that though. Like, why haven't they done it? Out of all the things.
Oh, man, everyone's sitting on the sidelines right now. It's just the way it is.
Just look up that Batman really quick. Batman. It was the what was that guy's name again? Ben Affleck or Batfleck?
Which one? Oh, the
The
Queen
one-
Studio setup?
This thing.
This is 1/9, yeah.
I don't know what this is. Okay.
I wonder if this is on pause. I haven't heard anything about it.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This was like one of their shows. They showed this off.
This will be cool too, though. I wish they would do this, but I wouldn't mind the other one either.
What's going on, Danny?
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this whatsoever.
I know.
Not at all.
Yeah, man. Like,
I'm upset with Darkseid. Darkseid Collectibles, actually. No one's mentioned this, but this has been on my mind. I haven't even mentioned it on the show. But remember their Catwoman?
yeah.
They were supposed to announce the edition size on that third scale Catwoman like before Christmas of last year, because they were like, remember when they first teased it before Prime 1 hit market, they had said, we're going to be doing it in quarter and we're going to be doing it in third, but the third scale is going to be very, very limited.
Very, very. I remember
Very,
that, yeah.
the very, very, everybody remembers the very, very. And to this day, we're already in June. We still haven't gotten the edition size.
People bought it though. A lot of people went for it because this portrait right here,
Oh well.
Did you get it, or did you get? Oh look,
It's there, that's there. The good old days. Wow. No, I didn't get it yet. Anything yet?
I'm gonna click on it and see what these bastards are talking about.
I'd probably. Oh wow, it takes you straight to the video. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I probably would go with the Prime one.
me too.
In my preference, but yeah, they gave us these teas. No Penguin. They gave us a Joker and Keaton Batman. Nada.
They gave a lot out of it, but
Yeah.
this is last year, man. This was a long time ago.
This is a while back. Nicholson Joker. Nothing.
I don't think they're doing so great either, though.
Yeah,
Dark Side
I don't have
Collectibles.
faith. I don't have faith.
It's like when you don't. I always speculate all this, but like when you don't hear from somebody like Queen Studios or even Dark Side Collectibles, it's either they're not doing great or something's going up. You know.
Or they're in the works of something. Even the Superman right there on your left, the Superman Reeve, top left.
Top left. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
I think Jeff was excited for this one.
Yeah. I mean, like Sideshow, XM are still putting out, news and stuff. Maybe not the best or the worst things, but you're hearing from them, right? Well, I haven't heard anything from Darkseid, like Queen Studios, but Darkseid's like way, way back there now. I haven't heard from them at all.
I think Prime One is really gonna be riding them. They were excited to release this, and then Prime came out of nowhere and showed theirs. And then not only that, but now Prime is what looks like they're going to be tackling the Terminator license.
Oh, are they really? What?
Oh, it showed last showcase. Yeah, the T1000.
Oh yeah. They showed the portrait. I remember
They
that.
showed a
yeah.
portrait endoskeleton. So I think they're just riding Darkseid.
But see, that's another thing though. Like the way we were approaching this whole thing with the lines, like if they release the line ahead of time, other companies have, they're gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's. I didn't think about that.
But that's true. But
We got Cash.
yo, Cash, what's going on? Happy birthday, buddy.
I think he's on mute though.
What's up, man? What's up? Appreciate
What's
that.
up, Cash?
I don't know, but it shows the confidence you have in your company as well. Like they Prime One put out that Hush line, no one's touched Hush since, and Prime One hasn't even finished it. So
True.
I think it all comes down to the confidence you have in your company as well.
What's up, Cash man? You're 21. You're drinking right now.
Oh yeah, you know it, man. You know it.
All the excitement. I guess the cake flavor wasn't the one you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Double chocolate.
Confetti, bro. Confetti.
How many candles
So-
did you blow out today?
Show your face. How I know if this is the real Cash.
It's Walton with a voice changer.
Yeah, right.
Put some cash in your life.
Oh, no, we got the voice identification confirmed, so we're good.
Oh man, it's like Clone Wars, bro.
Are you at work, Cash?
No, I'm at home, bro.
Get on the camera, man.
Bro,
No, if you
man.
want to, no, you're good. You're good.
No, it's all good, man. What's up? What's going on, everybody?
Oh,
Oh,
special
boy, look at
appearance
that.
of birthday boy. I thought you have like a lot of strippers in the.
Okay,
but
turn
that's
the
okay.
camera off. Turn the camera off. Okay. I'm kidding.
What's going on, man?
It's going, man. We're talking about lines, and I feel like we went in a whole roundabout because
Statue lines, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
legal
statue
line.
Oh,
lines.
okay.
Yeah.
Statue lines.
No, cocaine, not tonight. Not tonight. What do you think, Cash? What's your preference, or what are your ideas on it?
Honestly, Kennedy was talking about the 1/10 PCS Street Fighter line. I think that's brilliant. Two characters into one. But it's also like I would never buy a Dan by itself. Not Danny Lee, by the way. But I would never buy a Dan by itself. So it's like the fact that I think Dan is with who's he, a Ken or
Ryu.
yeah, Ryu. Like I would never have bought the Dan. So the fact that I like have to buy it, I like how they're doing that. But I actually don't mind mixing companies. So even with like Gotham, for example, everything I have is Sideshow. But the fact that I know I'm going to mix a little bit of Tweeterhead in there just to kind of like get all the characters I want, I'm perfectly fine with it, man. So like, and then even with like like X-Men, you got Sideshow, you got XM. As long as there's two companies making that same type of IP, you're usually going to be okay.
I didn't think about that either. Like mixing up companies like XM and Sideshow.
Yeah.
That's good. I do that a lot. I have a lot of Sideshow. I have a lot of XM. So I didn't even think about that. Jojo Valdez says Cash don't like showing his older hairline now that he's getting older. Ah man, yeah, that's a good idea. So like, what do you think on that whole Wonder Woman Trinity thing? Like, do you like that line? Do you think we're missing something, or?
I would say the best one in there is Superman because it just doesn't seem too far fetched. The Batman just doesn't look like my prototypical Batman. If anything, it would be a Batman that I'm getting because I'm just the only Batman collector. And I mean like I only collect like Bruce Wayne, like not like the Rogues, just Batman. I can see myself getting it then. But far as I don't know, that Wonder Woman, like it's so emotionless. I don't know, it's so emotionless. But I don't know, like not to say it like this, has anybody ever thought like it's a cultural thing? Like, because the company's from a different place, it's not United States. Like, it's like I always think outside the box. Like, is it like a cultural thing? Like a woman's not supposed to like speak, she's not supposed to like have a say. So is it culture? And I'm not trying to be funny at all. I'm like asking a legitimate question.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be that because, like you said, they're made in Singapore or around that. Well, the concept comes up from over there, but also on that, like they do get the license has to be approved by Marvel and DC, right? So,
Yeah.
Oh man,
but maybe
a guy could be going through a divorce. You ain't talking back.
I thought I was listening to Aang on a couch for a second, giving a reason why the portrait looked the way it did.
wow, it's a cultural thing. Carl's perfect for it. So no, it's not a cultural thing. The 2D artist for the Trinity is American. Wow. Not true American though, probably. Cash is canceled. Yeah. I don't know. It could be, man, because like a lot of their recent pieces for their like portraits, portrait wides, it's definitely emotionless. So maybe you have something going on there, cultural thing, or it could be a licensing thing too, man.
Why aren't you smiling at me? Oh, you're from Singapore. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh wow. Now you're canceled. So.
John's Canadian though; they won't care.
Why is it on females though? It picks all the ones I have. They're all male, but none of the males. They all have like they're all grinning. They're all smiling.
Well, I guess it
all
depends on the company.
XM.
Punchline smiles. You got Punchline smiles. Harley has the winking open mouth. Yeah.
Dude, who was it? Was it John or Dean who had the Austin Powers?
That was me. What's going on,
That
Ross?
Was you?
There's John.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying because that Grogu was like just looking at me, bro. Like he needs like a frog or something to like eat her. You know what I mean? Like those eggs or whatever.
There's a frog back there too. That's so funny that you said that. It's just like he's like Hot Toys, but he's freaking. There's a magnet right under him, so I just put him there all the time.
Oh, that group.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Cash, man, it's good to see you again. You'll be on tomorrow?
Yeah, man, I'll hop on tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
What do you want to talk about tonight, man? It's your show. It's your show tonight. What do you want to talk about?
Honestly,
Retirement?
you know,
You're getting out of the hobby?
dude, speaking of retirement, right? So like I thought I was gonna be able to fit like 22 statues in here. Nah, it's honestly gonna be like 14. Like to keep it really like spacious, just because the size is like 12 by 7, 12 by 8, something like that. It's only gonna be 14 in here, which is more than enough. I don't want to be like greedy or whatever, you know what I mean? But it was kind of like a gut check, like, oh, it's not gonna be like everything. So it's really gonna be like your favorites, man. So I gotta like be precise, man. But
Do they even have Rogue Wise? That many? You're going strictly Gotham, right?
strictly Gotham, you know, no Justice League, nothing like that.
So Batman and the Rogues, as well as the
Batman
heroes.
and the Rogues. Yep.
Are you doing
The
any
thing
heroes
that
like Robin?
I might get Robin just because somebody showed me their Robin and the size of it is it's good enough to where like I could squeeze it in there.
The Sideshow
Um
Robin, the premium format?
yeah, like the
Love,
only heroes that's
love
gonna
that
be in
piece.
here is Huntress, Black Canary, Batman, and Robin, and that'll be it.
I love that Robin. That Robin
I
was
like the
Yeah.
Huntress.
Yeah.
Huntress is nice. But even with your Scarecrow there in the back, you get a little bit of Robin representation. Obviously, not the ideal Robin, but he's
Yeah.
still there, right? So it's good.
Yeah, man.
And that freeze, that's a solid freeze too.
Have you seen that one in person, John? By
I haven't
chance?
seen it in person, but
It's nice.
I've watched a lot of reviews on it. Yeah,
In person, it's crazier. Like I know in videos and pictures, it looks simple, right? Like the suit is like very plain, but in person, it looks really.
I like his
good.
portrait a lot.
Glows in the dark too. His glasses. It's really cool.
And then the Batman's cape with the batarang. Well done.
Yeah. Well done. For sure, man. I don't know. I'm pretty happy though with everything. I don't want to like overdo nothing. And once I get everything set up in here, it's gonna look really nice, man. I got my shelving finally. Got the shelving cubbies. Cool. I bought a plant yesterday, so that was pretty cool. It's got a plant behind me, and I'm liking everything, man. It's like it's my little office, man. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I'm like, dude, like I really bought a freaking plant, man. Like that was
Get some oxygen
crazy,
in
man.
there.
Yeah, man. So it's cool, you know. And I got about 20 art prints to hang up. They're already framed, man. But I gotta hang up a lot of stuff.
Don't rush it, man. Now's the best time to enjoy it. Take your time.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's all good, man. I gotta get like a chair mat down here. I don't wanna be scratching up the floors, and they're scratch resistant, but still, you just never know, man. But the setup is coming along pretty slow, but so far I'm loving everything. So once I hang up this artwork, it's over, man. It's game over.
That's it.
What they say? Like they always say, measure twice, cut once. Have you heard that before? So yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
while you get this whole thing set up, like you definitely do what you want with it. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah. But I'm going to Comic Con. Well, there's a Comic Con this Friday, Saturday in Philadelphia. If you see anything there, Cash, there's like Artist Alley there, so it'd be cool if you want anything. I'll grab it for you if you want. If you're still into art prints or if you're out of room.
Nah, man, it's crazy. Far as like the big ones, like sideshow size, like 18 by 24. Dude, I can only fit like 11 on here. And like I know a lot of people might be like, "What do you mean only 11? What do you mean only 14 statues?" But it's different in here versus in my man cave. In my man cave, dude, I could fit like 50 art prints out there. That room is like fucking massive, you know, compared to like in here. So it's crazy in here. I gotta like really like only get what I love, which I love that restriction. It's like it really makes like having the restraint, you know, a lot more appreciative. So, but I'm happy with everything I have though. I gotta get that Black Canary for me pretty soon, and it's going right here. Damn it, you can never get the angle on the camera, man. It's going right there. And I gotta hang up those art prints too. Gotta get the shelving to like slide in there, and it's gonna be nice, man.
Can't wait to see it.
What's going on
Yeah,
with the with the other room? Are you gonna renovate that too, or
the man
it's gonna-
cave?
The man cave, yeah.
Well, the man cave is done.
Okay.
Like that one's been done, but there's actually another room on the opposite side. It's where all the arcades used to be at. It's literally the same the man cave, and I was gonna make it like nothing but Star Wars, but I gotta wait. So I still got a couple Star Wars stuff on order, but
Yay.
she's turning it into like a bedroom or something. So it's like I gotta let her do her thing, and you know what I'm saying.
The bedroom's there for you to sleep in when you piss her off.
Hey man, it's all good. It's all good.
Talking about the boss, right?
So
Talking
you
about
can
the
put one
boss,
on
right?
each. You can put one on nightstands. You can put one on the nightstand.
That's why Sideshow need to make them sabers light up, man.
Exactly. Love to hear.
Man, dude, that Ahsoka. Come on now.
That's cool, man. Well, what do you got coming up on the channel, man? I haven't like you're almost at 1,000, man. I didn't even know that. You're almost like right there.
Dude, the channel is slowly creeping up on 1,000, and I don't even make content. It's bizarre. It's bizarre, man. It's bizarre.
Right.
But
Rub it in, Cash.
dude, I'm just saying, man. I'm like, what's on? Hey, I appreciate everybody, man. Truthfully, I think what's gonna happen, because it's really just been like a work thing. Why I've been gone the last 9 months. The plan is truthfully to have a different place of employment, just for like obviously personal reasons, but within the next 2 months, that's really the plan. I'd say basically before we go on the honeymoon, the plan is to have a job waiting. So once I get back, either that or like once I like I got the interview and everything out the way before I go. So like I'm like, man, I'm pumping stuff out hard trying to make this happen. But you know, once that does happen, truthfully, I don't think I'm gonna do a show. Like, just being honest, I think I'm just gonna do like pre-recorded content, like unboxings, reviews, things like that. I mean, I used to do that anyway. Maybe I'll do something every blue moon. I'm not really sure. I'll probably just come out, man. Come out there with you guys, honestly, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't know. Like, I feel weird when I come on now, man. I don't. I feel like one of the guys still, but I feel weird. Like, I don't know. I feel weird. It's like I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, there was some sort of way.
I was like, oh shit.
No, man, it's like you never left. That's what's good about it. It's like you could just pick up like you've been here the whole time. That's it.
Hey, Cripper, keep your
Wow, that's where.
Congratulations to
hey,
yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, thank you, John.
No, thanks,
Okay,
John.
oh, thank you.
Had to get
that's good
Cripper's
though,
comment
man.
out of here.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, John, John and Cash, we're hitting up an hour. I usually try to keep these to an hour, but you got anything new coming up, John, on yours?
We're doing a live unboxing tonight, 11 Eastern. Come check it out. Everyday Collector channel. Hush, Poison Ivy. We'll see what happens. I'm not looking forward to it. I won't lie, but we're gonna see. I'm scared.
We gotta call Phoenix. That's what we gotta do.
Phoenix.
Hey, he's a
Customs
leg
Pete.
up. He's a leg up on the competition, you know. Get it? Because when he unboxed it, though.
Yeah. Thank you.
You saw that? Yeah.
Dude got up there like Tarzan, man. Like, dude, what the hell?
He did that live too, man. So I give him bigger props for that. I wouldn't do that
No
live.
fear, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny. But yeah, that's
For
pretty
sure,
much it. Hang out with you guys and that's it. I can't believe it's already Monday's over already.
Weekend's
We're hitting
over.
June. Come on to June. 6 months into the year. already.
I know.
I'm telling you, time has gone. The time has increased, has sped up, and nobody's noticing. Or people are noticing and they think it's normal, but something's up.
I think it's just because you're an adult. Like, when you're a kid, it's like,
What the? I've been an adult since 16, buddy.
Since 16.
Since 16 years old, I've been an adult. I'm telling you, it's something. It's something in the water, maybe.
us non-mafia members had to go to school at 16, John. Gabagool.
This guy's a savage.
Man, so do you guys think it was Corona? Like that slowed down time
I
for
don't
us?
know, man. Maybe that injection or something's making me.
Wow.
I feel like my heart
God.
palpitating. I don't know. I wake up sometimes, breathe. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. Something's up.
It's
You guys are
definitely
laughing,
scary.
but it's not. Watch, they're gonna shut this channel down now after this. Watch, you're gonna see.
They know. They know.
Oh, man.
Well, man, we still got like 40 people watching on a freaking Monday. Like, we should do something. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, hold on, let me book my flight. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm coming over.
What does the people want to do? Let's let's see what the peoples want to do.
The
Let's ask
people of
peoples.
America. What would you like us to do? Juggle? Put on a show?
I could take down. I could take the Swamp Thing. I want to move him again. I
Wait a
don't
second.
think.
How about you? Congrats on hitting 700.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'll talk
man.
about that tomorrow. But this is the giveaway if you guys want to like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll talk about it
tomorrow.
tomorrow. But,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
but still,
thanks, man.
congratulations. Yeah.
Carl says nag John to unbox Ivy now. Oh, that's a good idea. No, we'll do it at 11
You're
o'clock.
not getting me up right now. I'm too comfortable.
Canadian mafia doing drive-bys on horses. Wow.
Wow, Edwin.
I think we should
I
go now.
thought we were brothers. That is it.
Gonna
Edwin's
let
on the
loose.
list.
But Cash, man, what about you, man? Like, what do you miss of being like on the lives and all that stuff, or what do you not miss too?
I would probably say the one thing I miss is the camaraderie. That's more important than any collectible that comes in to me. Just like the brotherhood that you build, because I mean, I think what a lot of people don't realize is like, yeah, the show may be an hour, for example, or 2-3 hours, whatever it is, that show, but a lot of people stay after and talk, or they'll talk individually one-on-one. Sometimes you guys talk about personal stuff that has nothing to do with collecting at all. You know what I'm saying? And you build those friendships over time and everything. And I would probably say that's one of the things that I definitely miss, more or less, just more of the interaction. Like, yeah, you guys still like interact with me, but I mean, like, just that after the show, like, banter and that type of stuff. I definitely miss that. Surprisingly, the one thing that I don't miss the most is the cashing out show. Like I don't know, like I love doing the show, don't get me wrong, but near the end it did become more hectic, like kind of like getting the show together, you know what I mean?
Are you talking about the one where you interviewed people, or is it the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
really?
the cashing out show. Yeah, like near the end, like it kind of like I kind of like lost like the luster to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, but you know, I still did it because people liked it, they tuned in and everything. But
You
to
did
be
it-
honest, like
You did it well though, so
Yeah, I think
yeah,
Thor's
you
doing
know.
it. Thor's doing it now, so that's I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, Cash should
And that's
start doing it
crazy
again.
because I was, you know, that's actually what I talked to, you know, when I had first wanted to do it back then. You know, I was talking to Thor and Chris and King. So that was pretty cool, man. But yeah, Thor's a guy, man. Love Thor, man. But other than that, man, honestly, always like love being on club, man. Love being on Tuesday. So as soon as I can, I'll definitely be back, man. You know what I mean?
well, you know how it is over there. Open door policy for all you guys. So we just gotta get StreamYard to increase the 10 spots, because it gets to a point where it's like, what is
Choose your real friends.
No, you can't. You can't do that.
No, that's all good. But Cash, yeah, man, I feel the same way. Like, I feel like it's always good to like take some time out of these things, like collecting and all that
Step back,
stuff. Yeah, at least for a little bit, however long a little bit is for you, like a month, a year, whatever. Because like listening to Thor in his interviews, like the guys are pretty much OG collectors. They
Oh
collected
yeah.
5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. A lot of what they're saying is they take a step back, let people collect whatever they want, and they like stay away from like YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. And when they come back, it's like they never left too, but they're also enjoying their time more with like their families or with their collection or whatever. That's what I've been getting from all the interviews that Thor has been doing. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Man. I would probably say also being away, you see some of the newer people are starting to come along. Like Dr. Mike came along after we had already started. Obviously, you got Crippler. You have a couple channels like I'll spot every now and then. You got the Hot Toys dude, Riley Reviews. I mean, there's a couple people like I'll like kind of like, you know, I guess you could say lurk. You know what I'm saying? But I like what I see from the community, though. Definitely, it does keep me entertained. Everyone brings a different flavor to the to the ballpark.
Cash steps aside. Cash steps back for a few months. He's like Batman now in the shadows.
yeah. he's always watching.
Hey man, I'm just saying, dude. But I mean, I'll just like on the competitive side. Now, a lot of people like won't admit this, but I'll admit it. Like, I never care who has more subscribers than me or anything like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go drop my mom off. I'll be back.
Okay.
Let him keep the bedroom. No.
Wow. Thank God we were on his earphones. Did you
What he
ever
was saying, yeah, what he was touching on, the competitiveness. You know, Oh, it's such a yeah.
Do you ever see yourself doing that, like looking up other people's subscribers, views, or stuff like that?
It's not important. It's not important. Especially with guys like I don't know, like with you guys, we're all friends, right? It's like we kind of do the same, more or less the same kind of content, just delivered differently.
Yeah.
And we have different people on the shows, and you know we each add something different. So I don't know. The whole YouTube competitiveness is what I worry more about is how genuine people are.
Oh yeah. I know
That's what worries me more. Is how is like I don't not the word loyalty, but how genuine. We always everyone goes back and forth on YouTube, this and that, and numbers, and people care about money and that. But I think it's more how people treat each other when the camera is off that people don't see, and that should be focused on more than competition and numbers and who's doing this and who's doing that.
So from both sides, I see it like people competing with each other is just like a lot of times I see it as like people are doing clickbaits. They're doing clickbait being like is it the end of the world, some crap like that, or like other stuff like that. It's fine. I mean, it's where like I'm sure their group likes that kind of stuff, like clickbait and stuff. But then also from an outside perspective, when I ask my coworkers to watch sometimes or give an opinion on what they think, it's like they always say it looks like you guys are a big group of friends that love what you guys are talking about, but everyone outside of it doesn't know what you guys are talking about. So it's cool that you guys try to explain it to each other in a certain way where people from the outside could like join in if they ever want to. Yeah. It's not you guys are secluded somewhere. Like you guys are making your own group to where like you guys are only the people that are in that group belong in that group. Yeah. I feel like our groups, what I see is our groups at least are more
open to everybody, inclusive. They're inclusive.
Yeah, they're more open to like new people coming in, old people coming, older collectors coming in.
No rules. Yeah. As long as you're respectful, you're welcome. It's a hobby, right? Yeah.
There's other ones. I'll say this up front too. Like where there's other groups where it's just not inclusive. It's like
it's the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's like we've collected for so many years, and we're only going to talk with these people for like that we know of, and we don't want to. We don't want to hear stories from the new.
You have to hand in a resume before you.
It's kind of annoying, but it's like it is what it is. I guess I hate that whole line. It is what it is, but
yeah,
I don't want to like be friends with people that are or be friends with collectors like that. It's like if so and so wants to join our group, like let them join the group. And if they don't want to join it, it's on
Just
them,
keep an open mind. As long as the person is not disrespecting you and coming up with false accusations or just a bad person. If the person has a good heart, good intentions, trying to do good, make a difference, why? Like, what is it? I don't know if it's almost like a jealousy, intimidation kind of tactic. I don't know. I just think life is too short to be fucking. Sorry for swearing. My apologies, but life is too short to be worrying about stupidity. Just so many rules, so much drama, so much. It's YouTube can be fun, but I feel like YouTube's fun. It's very fun. Like when we go live. It's a lot of work to put a show together. It's a lot of work to, stay on top of the news. But when you, when you hit that live and you're surrounded by friends and people in the chat who are all having a good time having conversations, it's a blast. But once that camera rolls and you get the drama of the backstage stuff in the community, it is a lot of bullshit, man.
For sure. No, but Steve says something. Is there a lot of behind-the-scenes drama with statue YouTube content creators that we, the viewers, are completely oblivious to?
Oh, you could do a whole YouTube channel based on it. Yeah. Steve, you could do a whole YouTube.
There's definitely drama behind the scenes. Like it's funny to me because sometimes when the cameras go off, just in case no one knows about this, like there's 40 people watching right now. When the camera goes off. No, we go 3 hours having a stream. When the cameras go off, we're still backstage, what we call backstage, we're still talking to each other.
Oh my God.
for another 8
Buddy,
hours.
Friday is a perfect example. We finished the show, what, 2? You guys were on till 7 in the morning. I had to leave at 5.
Yeah.
'Cause I woke up at 7. But it's just chilling. And how many times have we said, damn, we should just hit the live button and go live while we're backstage, right?
Dude,
A lot. Most of
that's
them.
how we started the Saturday shows. Remember, we would always just hang out on Saturdays, and then we just started like doing them randomly.
It could be so much fun, but I guess it's just like in life. You'll always have the ones that just try to drain the fun out of it. But it is what it is. But it's just like everything. You gotta in one ear, out the other, and focus on what your goal is and what you want to make out of your channel and your content.
I think we do pretty good with it. I mean, I always try
for
to
sure.
leave like the negativity behind the scenes, just because I don't want to bring it on live or anything.
For sure.
I either ignore it completely, or I just freaking just let whoever is doing the talking like do the talking, and like you said, just live my life with you guys. You know.
Precisely. Figure Kong had a good one. A good question.
Yeah, I started really quick, but
did
he
you?
did
Okay.
say, yeah, hey, what advice do you guys give to what advice would you give to a person that has just started collecting?
Phenomenal question. So collect, focus. Find a focus.
Okay.
Focus on what you like, characters that you like, licenses that you enjoy, whether it be movie, comic, a mix of both. Think of you. Be selfish and think of you when you're collecting. Don't worry what Tom, Dick, or Harry is unboxing on YouTube or what their opinion is on YouTube. Especially as a new collector, you take their opinions with a grain of salt and just use their opinions to mirror your opinion. Like, oh, wow, this person gave me this perspective on this statue. I never looked at it from that perspective. But never, ever, 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 ever make a decision based on what a content creator is collecting on YouTube. Use that content creation as a way to be like, oh, I can't see this piece in person at my local comic book store, so I can see it on YouTube. And use that as a tool as opposed to a way to make a decision. But most importantly, don't rush the hobby. Let it marinate and a focus on what you love. Just you is what's most important. That's the advice I could give, at least.
I heard this from a YouTuber, but I definitely agree with what he says. His quote is always, collect responsibly. I forget
what
the
a
YouTuber. No, it's true though, because people don't account for financial status, room, freaking, maybe like Queen Studio stopped doing the half scale line. You never know, right? Like stuff like that. But then like for me, one important thing is also check everyone out, like Cash, me, Everyday Collector, Gem Mint. He's like probably the most popular guy. Extreme, Mr. X. Get like your, keep a vast, like keep your, what's the word?
Open mind.
Yeah, keep an open mind, but then also check out some reviews that check out some statue reviews that you wouldn't consider and see why that collector decided to go that path and see what ideas that collector was like, what brings up. That's what I don't know. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it's good.
Like Berserk, like I love the stuff, but I'd rather live that life through other collectors. But then like when collectors tell, like say on their review, like why they love it, it brings more knowledge to me of like, I'm not into art, or I'm not artsy or anything. So like them talking about like Buck Fangs, like he brings out art perspective that I probably will never get into because I'm not the best with art. But like just keep an open mind with the YouTubers that you do watch. There's so many out there. Like there's so many out there that I haven't even caught up with all of them. And I've been here for like 2 to 3 years. So there's a ton of them out there. But keeping an open mind for me.
That's a great question.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of answers for that too. Like new people, like their scale, like financial and all that other stuff. But
Statues, figures. There's just you're very lucky coming in as a new collector. Very lucky coming into the market now, because you have so many options. But it's also a double-edged sword, as options without self-control can lead to the dark side. Right, Cash?
What Cash is going through right now?
Yeah.
No, man, because yeah, I got them loaded up right here actually. DT's Geek Show, Secret Sanctuary,
Hell yeah.
like them together probably like 100,000 subscribers. But right under them, I have Gotham Cenobites. I don't know exactly how many he has, but I'm sure it's way less than them. But I still check out Gotham Cenobites whenever I get a chance. You know,
Of course.
it's just a different scale to each one of them, but. Yeah, it's
And all legitimate opinions, and as you go along, you'll see how you can kind of read people's opinions and where they're coming from, and how you can gauge them, as opposed to whether they align with yours, whether they don't. But it doesn't matter. Yours are what's most important.
Yeah. Yeah, get back to us as soon as you get your YouTube channel up too.
And communicate too. Communicate with the community. It's so important. There's so many Facebook groups, but it's always good to ask opinions. What do you think about this? Because again, it's like a mirror, just bouncing off ideas.
Yeah. Yep. I truly appreciate that advice. Thank you. Yep, definitely. You know,
We'll
this
send
is
you
the
the
guy,
bill. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. This is the same guy that actually hooked me up with a Hulkbuster, the Bowen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. We talk on Instagram all the time.
Yeah.
Figure Kong, he's a cool guy.
Just make sure you have the money to collect what you want. Never go in debt and miss paying something important. to pay
Jesus,
for
Jose.
such.
Money comes and money goes, Jose. No, I'm kidding. He's right though. That's never. Don't overextend yourself, because especially pre-orders, those can creep up real quick. Bless you.
Thanks. Cash, what do you think of this one?
Honestly, it's trial and error, man. It's like anything, you know. You gotta honestly just know what you love, man. The crazy thing about collecting, whether it's art prints, coloring books, statues, anything, man. A lot of times people, when they first find out about something, they want to get everything because they haven't really found that focus. And, you know, we struggle with, we'll just say, you know, Batman, Spider-Man, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, whatever you can think of. You don't have to have everything that you have a nostalgia intuition to, because you're not going to have the space for everything, or you're not going to have the funds for everything, or you won't have like a focus, like a Batman room or a Spider-Man room or whatever. Or you might be a collector who just says, hey, F it, I'm gonna just get whatever I like. I'm gonna put Spider-Man next to Batman. I'm gonna put Batman next to, you know, Raphael. So you got to really just figure out what your collection is going to be. There is no right or wrong answer, but know your budget, man. You know, pay your mortgage, your rent, whatever, before you pay for Peter Parker. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean? Don't be on the corner asking the you know, spare change and hand jobs and shit, man. Pay your mortgage, bro.
Here, I'll
There's nothing wrong
coin.
with that.
Wow, you are no handies here. I'll coin another. Jesus Christ. I don't want to know what Cash has been doing those 9 months on.
Wow. Jumbo, baby.
Jumbo, baby.
I don't want to say the hand anymore.
Let's put on that. Yo, savage. I'll coin another term right here. We'll do a casual nerd problems exclusive. Know your limit, stay within it. Oh shit!
Do it one more time. Do it one more time.
Know your limit, stay within it.
I'm gonna clip that. Know your limits. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Slim Boss says, I treat collecting as trial and error. It may take some time to figure it out. Sometimes it's having something in hand. Jesus, I can't see a hand anymore. To determine for me. I'm going through a transition phase myself.
He's right, though. You're going to go, every collector, every person will go through some sort of trial and error, for sure.
Got to,
It's a fantastic point that Cash brought up.
You made me spit out my water, Cash. Yeah, good. I mean, we're just 3 collectors too. There's like 1 billion of us out there too. So definitely ask around too. Like, I know there's a lot of people that have Instagram and they're on the
yeah.
Facebook groups. Ask your questions there too if you want. It doesn't. I haven't seen anybody go like you're an idiot for asking that question or I don't see
Well,
within the groups
Nah.
at least. I
not
don't
in
see
front of
any,
you, at least.
Yeah, behind scenes.
Behind closed doors. Well, that's a different
Hey, all
story.
jokes aside, if anybody do got a question, man, you can always hit me up. I don't care. When I first started watching YouTube and stuff, like I didn't think like these people were reachable. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think you could ever talk to, I don't know, Mr. X or somebody. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't think that you could interact with the people who are unboxing these things or reviewing them or going to the cons, etc. Like a Jeff Delaney, for example. But it's pretty cool to know that most of them, you actually can. They will respond back or say hello, whatever. So don't be shy, man. We're not mean or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like what John said earlier, like genuine collectors out there. I reached out to
Yeah.
Jay Sia from LBS. I just asked, hey, do you mind stopping by and explaining more of like what's going on with LBS, like the new stuff, and like I do whatever. He said, sure, why not? Right? He wasn't doing it to like market it or anything. He was there like to
Yeah.
explain to us as collectors, and it turns out like he's a collector himself, so it was really cool to hear and see that. And and like. There's this guy too. Danny Lee says I charge $5.
Wow.
Sometimes it's worth it. No, but it's definitely Duck Rogers. I won't need their brotherhood. I got the customs coming. Yeah, but yeah, there's a bunch of worlds out there. Like we had CC for art prints. We have Sean for 112 stuff. We got everyone else. A lot of other stuff out there. So. But we still got 40 people watching. Man. We got to keep going. Or else you guys got to get out of here. It doesn't matter to me. Cash, you got anything?
Honestly, I've said this multiple times before, but and I don't even care if the statue didn't end up being something I want to buy. I feel Sideshow / Tweeterhead, I guess, since now they're partnering, sister company, whatever the terminology you guys want to use, their XM or whoever, Prime One, doesn't matter the scale, even Iron Studios, do a fan vote once a year. Whatever wins, maybe the top one or top two, that's the character you guys create. If you keep that poll open, let's just say 4 months. After 4 months, if it's like staggering, like Storm, for example, appreciate you, man. Storm gets like 55%, and it's been staggering, and everything else is like 12%. Do a Storm. Give the collectors what they want. I would love for companies to do that. And if you're getting that many votes, that kind of tells you it's going to sell. And even a step farther, give it back to the fans by saying, hey, this is capped at 250 edition size. Like, I would love to see them do that, like a fan appreciation. That way you feel involved from start to finish. I would love to see them do it. And I've said this since the time I started collecting, like being on, YouTube community member or whatever. Like, I would love to see them do that, man. I want to see some company step up to the plate and just say, hey, we're going to let our fans finally get some say so on it. You know what I mean?
Are you okay if once they do the, sorry, are you okay? Would you be okay once they do that reach out? Because I think that's a phenomenal idea. Polling system. Okay, Riddler wins, but for them to execute the project, would you be okay with them taking some sort of monetary deposit? Because I think that's kind of where the companies are scared to. Everybody votes,
Right.
but when they start producing and the pre-order goes up, is everybody going to pre-order? So from a company perspective, would you be okay with them saying, okay, you're going to give us 100, 150 or whatever it is, depending on scale and company and so forth.
Per collector.
And then like an NRD
Okay.
to fund the project.
Oh, it's like a Kickstarter, kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah, this goes in circles, isn't it?
I
John?
know.
We talked about
It's
this
full
earlier.
circle, exactly. That's how the professionals do it, Steve. That's
See,
why.
another thing I think will work, the Kickstarter type, I think people will be skeptical. I think they'd be skeptical. Like, for example, XM right now couldn't do it if it was a female character, because just like we talked about earlier, like people would be like, well, I don't know, you know what I mean? But if it's a male character for XM, I think people might be more inclined to it.
Yeah. So
That's a tough one.
I think your idea is perfect when it comes to, okay, let's do a poll for the community. Let's say Sideshow does a poll for the community. What character do you want to see more? Again, which they don't really have to. All they have to do is watch our shows, and they'll know whatever. But to save time and get that community thought process going, a good company that's doing that was Queen Studios for some time on their Facebook groups.
Right.
They disappeared and fell off the earth. But let's say Sideshow was to adopt this. Okay, we put out a poll. Next DC character you'd like to see, Riddler, or Clayface, or whatever wins. Okay, so Riddler wins. Now, okay, Sideshow will take some risk, do some drawings, maybe make a prototype, so that you can see what you're ordering. But to fund the project, to actually get it going, past renders, they say, well, it's from a business standpoint, it's a risk if people don't pre-order. So we need $75 NRD from all the collectors. And they're upfront about everything. They're upfront about the edition. Everything's upfront. It's like you treat it like an annual fan-made project. Again, I understand it could be difficult. Again, Carl brought up a good point with licensing and so forth as to how it can be approached. But I think it's a concept that could work. But they're going to want money up front. That's for sure.
Yeah. And like I said, if you do it once a year, and let's just say they do this twice, maybe 2-3 years, and they're just like, hey, it's honestly just not working to where we can keep it. We're not getting the kickbacks that we like, or, people are hesitant to do that Kickstarter, which is kind of crazy because in a way they kind of do it with customs in a way. So
yeah,
if you could trust a stranger with a custom, why wouldn't you trust Sideshow, for example?
It goes back what Carl said, the licensing thing and like what they're sketch up and everything. But I don't know, it's like worth a shot to test out. Either you do it on your group, my group, everyday collectors group, like to say, hey, you guys, out of all the companies, who do you want to test this out with? They say Sideshow. You want Sideshows. That's the thing with like ideas too. You have to have a backing to your idea. So you can't just go to Sideshow and go like, we want this. Like, who wants this? You,
but believe it or
five
not,
other people? Yeah.
I think Sideshow would be the one who would actually do it. And I know that sounds crazy, but they're all about their like community programs and crap that they'll be doing. So I could see maybe one day they'd be the first one to do it if it ever happens.
That's the biggest thing though, right? Like, we have 3 communities right here. We have 3 different groups right here. We have like 200, 100 people behind us, each one of us, and that's like a good project to put for all 3 groups. Ask our guys to, hey, Sideshow, what character do you guys want? Bring 600 people right there, right? Yeah. 600 people have approved this within our groups. Bring it up to Sideshow, like, hey, we got 600 people that say we want this character. Like, I feel like they'll listen more if we all get together than just throw an idea out to them without having no backing to the idea.
You have to formulate a plan. It can't just be
yeah.
But they know. Trust me, the thing with Sideshow is they're well organized from top to bottom. Those CEOs up there, they're quiet. They stay in the back, but they know what's going on with the community. These guys watch these shows more than you think. This is free. This is free info for them, free research for them. Mm-hmm. Right? Tune into some some of the top shows every week. Here's the opinions, especially if you start marketing Sideshow, it makes it easier for them to see who's talking about their product. And of course they're going to do it. They're going to listen to it.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea, Cash.
Good job,
I think I'm going to steal it and call it a show. No kidding.
It's a race to the post.
Yeah. That's a good idea. And I guess out of all 3 of us, what company would you guys want? Just 3 votes right here. I would want Sideshow to do it.
Yeah, Sideshow.
John?
Yeah. I think Sideshow. I want Sideshow to do something different. Prime example, the Clint Eastwood Legacy line.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's different.
That's...
Yeah.
Do something like that, man. Look at how it got the community talking, and it got everyone perked up again. But again, how about the numbers? The pre-order numbers. How are those? That's all that matters. Us sitting here talking about it. Wow, it's beautiful. Did any of us pre-order it?
No.
So it's for them. It's money. Unfortunately, this is for us. It's a passion. for the companies, it's money. Money
Yeah.
talks. So unfortunately, like we always say, COVID threw a wrench into this hobby that that these companies are going to have to recover from. Slowly, it's going to be getting back there, but it's like flushing out the system. Right now, we're in the flushing out the system process. Once it gets flushed, hopefully everything gets back on track.
It's scary, man, because like you know what the I don't know if you guys ever heard of the show called Shark Tank. You guys
Shark
ever heard
Tank,
of it?
freaking love that show.
So I was watching it the other day at a neighbor's house, and it was during the pandemic. Like, you know, everyone had their mask on and everything, but their ideas were brought up, and they were like, man, we're making millions. Like, everyone's at home. They're buying these, like, cool systems to be at home, to stay at home while they're at home. And then, you know, they always do a catch-up story, supposedly. I've never seen the show, but they did a catch-up story. They went bankrupt. They you know, they didn't, they got a lot of money coming in initially, but they didn't plan for what happens after the pandemic. So they basically went bankrupt and blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's what happened to Sideshow with their high edition sizes. They were like, we're making so much money. Like, put a 12,000 edition size on this thing. We'll sell them out. And then, I don't know. It's tough, man.
It's tough. It's very tough. But this whole aftermarket has to get flushed. This whole people selling at such a low price, that needs to flush and stop.
That's going to take years, I think.
Yeah, that's just how it's going to be. What you hear never mind, I don't even know how it goes. They say if you set yourself, they say it with like weight. If you indulge, it's easy to put on the weight, but to take it off after,
Yeah,
it's hard.
I heard that.
Kind of same
Yeah.
concept, right? It's
Yeah.
easy to, you know, push product, but then the repercussions afterwards. That's what this is. This is a repercussion of all the companies flooding the market, people with an influx of money, spending the money, and now guess what? Life is tough with
Catching up,
the
yeah.
economy and these recessions and everybody, food industry, gas, everything is recouping from that COVID. It's going to take years, yeah, most definitely. The housing market as well. But life comes before this hobby, and that's just how it is.
Doesn't sound like a true collector right there, but okay. Nah, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Like, that's a good episode. We hit 1 hour and 37 minutes. Like I thought we were gonna keep it to 1 hour, but here we are. The passion keeps speaking.
Yes, sir.
But Cash, you want to bring up anything? I know I said this already, but anything else you want to bring up, or John?
I think we had a good show tonight. Tonight was really good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. All right, X-Men exclusive. Ant, Crippler, Edwin, Danny Lee, Dennis, Duck Rogers, everybody, everyone that joined in tonight and watched the replay, big douchebag.
Wow.
That's what his name is. Everyone that watched tonight, thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's our giveaway, so definitely stop by, and thanks again, and have a good rest of your night. Bye.
Peace
I'm gonna do
out.
this. CMP 2024. CMP.
My turn, baby. My turn.
Vote for Pedro.
Collect responsibly.
Selma's side piece.
Know your limit. Stay within it.
Know your limit.
11
I
p.m.,
know.
Doc. 11 p.m.
Oh man,
Have a good night, you guys.
Savages.
Marty McFly.